Okay, so I am so excited to be sitting here right now. You guys, I hope you're enjoying the afternoon ride with me, your girl, Cece Valencia. But listen, I've got literally legit legends sitting with me. This is actually really cool. So we got producer Dae One in the building. We got Sylky, Fyne, and of course, Medusa. And you guys all got together and created the Diamond Collective.
Yes.
How did this even start?
This started like when quarantine hit. When quarantine hit, I just hit the studio going hard and came up with this concept of just doing an all-female album and just working with all females.
And so how did you select? Because you mean, listen, Sylky, Fyne, Medusa, these are West Coast legends. Shout out to C-Star. You know, I love the fact that you got all these women together, but how did you handpick them?
A lot of the artists on the album I'd already been working with anyway for years. Like I've been working with everybody throughout my career, throughout like just in and out all the time. So it was really just me making phone calls and calling everybody saying, hey, I got an idea for a song. You want to work with me? They're like, yeah, what you want to do? I'm like, yeah, I just need a verse. Okay. And then next thing you know, I got a verse with this person. And that's just how it went. It just domino effect all the way down.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk about this. What do you hope that this project will do for women in hip hop?
I hope it'll give everybody that's on that album and even more people like just a platform to kind of like showcase their talent and their skills. I feel like we don't do enough to support our sisters in this music, whether they're from the West Coast, from the South, or whatever. I feel like we could do more, and I just kind of wanted to do my part and show everybody who I thought was dope and give them a place to be at and represent and show them that I got their back.
Sylky, Fyne, can you piggyback on that? You know, where he said, like, you know, a lot of females in hip hop don't get that spotlight. You guys are coming together with the Diamond Collective.
Yes.
You know, when Dae One hit you, how was that response?
It was just so exciting. I was just elated because I'm like, wow, I've been like Rosa Parks on the back of the bus for like 25 years. Shouts out to KDAY. They still play the hit record. So for Dae One to put all of us women together, it was like, I'm like, that's my widow brother. He did such a big, powerful move that I just couldn't feel anything but like, this is the greatest opportunity for legends, for the young girls that came after us, for the sisterhood, for us to be able to, hey, I cook good, I do makeup, I do hair, let's blend.
Right.
And it's a powerful movement. I mean, we go way back, Project Blow.
I know. Well, the first time I met Medusa was at the B-Boy Summit. So years and years ago, I was working for LA TV and I met you, and I remember I was like, I just shot my shot and was like, let me grab this interview, and the coolest person ever. And I just saw everybody flocking to you. So I'm not gonna lie, low-key I was a little nervous because everybody was flocking to you, and I was like, pushed my way, and I was like, I'm from LA TV, can I get this interview? And you were so mad cool. You told me the meaning behind the name Medusa. You schooled me on that, and how Medusa was a prophet, and I'll never forget those words.
Thank
yeah.
you. Wow.
And the fact that you're still like, Medusa, you're doing it all the time. I mean, everybody, when they speak your name, it's with the highest respect.
Wow, that's love. You know, because I'm in this for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? That is the culture of hip hop that has me saved. I could have been doing something else. Trust me, I wasn't all the way legit back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of that, how do you feel the game has changed from when you ladies were coming up to like right now?
I mean, you know, the reality is, back in the day, you would get one sister at a time, one female rapper at a time. And you talking about every 3 years, they gave the title to another woman, and she shined all by herself. Right now, there's a few women that are shining at once. That's the huge difference. In addition to that, you know, you can placate. If you're not a female MC, you kind of want to pit us against each other.
That part,
you know what I'm saying? And it sticks in a woman's mind like, damn, am I that one? Let me hold on to my position and not share this because I need this. You know what I mean? Right now, we're grown. You know what I'm saying? And a brother like that, Dae One, to come and do it for the right reason. Do you know how many times I've been asked to do an all-female compilation, but it was always from the wrong perspective?
Well, that's what I was going to say. To have you jump on this, I knew this project had to be special because you're very intentional on how you move and who you move with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Even who I do a song with, who I work with.
Right.
who I'll go support at their events. You know what I mean? But once again, I'm grown. So I know that you can't always preach to the choir.
Right.
Yes.
You feel me? You have to move around. If this is your city, make it your city completely. So when I saw how Dae One worked, the different styles of people and women that he worked with, I was like, he's open.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
what I'm looking for, because I'm completely open. And then being a teacher, you know, I work at Cal Arts. I teach at Cal Arts. So I teach hip hop. And I see what's coming. So I can only hope to be a
What's
part
coming,
of.
Medusa?
Hey,
What's coming, Medusa?
there's some fire youngsters speaking from a place in their heart and truth that I believe Kendrick opened them up to. You know, the dialogue of not being afraid to be a poet while you're an MC and speaking your truth. You know what I mean? So these youngsters are coming with something new, innovative, and they got a truth they're not afraid to speak.
I love that.
I rep that.
I love that. And I feel like you do have to take you know what I mean, the younger generation and kind of steer them the right way, you know, and it goes back to where women like us got to take the younger women to help them be a better woman.
Yeah.
In that sense, right?
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Was it difficult to get a group of 84 women together on a damn project?
It was very strategic. Like, people didn't know till I was almost done with the project what I was doing at that time. But at first, no, because a lot of people that I paired up together, their energies I knew would match because I worked with them individually, and I knew how dope they were just by themselves. So once it was time to kind of put everybody together, it kind of was like more of a sisterhood of a thing. Like, they were just really bonding on some, like, this album has created friendships and relationships and bonds that are probably going to exceed and last.
I'm going to ask something that, you know, just popped in my mind right now. Like, just, you know, you talking about the women being in the studio and the bond. Is there any visuals that go with this that we can check out, like the making of the Diamond Collective?
Yeah. We have a docuseries we've already started on, and it's coming. We have a lot of extra footage from everybody's cell phones to cameras in the room, and it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's some documentation coming for sure.
Oh man, I can't wait to see that. I'm telling you right now. So we are celebrating. Hip hop is celebrating their 50th. KDAY is celebrating 40 years in hip hop. So we're excited about that.
Amazing.
Taking it back. Yes, we are still here. What does it mean to be a woman in hip hop? I'll start off with you, Sylky Fyne.
So, when I dropped my first album, which was after Eazy-E and Tupac, because that's where I got my start. So when I was 21 years old and I'm on straight off the streets of Compton, it was like I'll be retired by the time I'm 25. So when I lost Easy and then I lost Pac, well, we lost him, us as a generation of music.
Yes.
And I just felt like because of my spirit, and like Medusa was saying, it's the reason why you do music. And I never was in it for the fame. I was in it for the love. So when I lost Easy and I lost Pac, I never wanted to rap again. It killed me. It was like I was that young, and I'm like, after Eazy-E and Tupac, who's left? Like, I've achieved the best West Coast rappers, companies that I could.
Right. Absolutely. Eazy-E, Pac.
Yes. So then I did the so Tupac, Easy gave me the name Sylk Fyne. Tupac gave me the name Cece Valencia. So I was in my prime. Like, I didn't even have my child yet. So it was like, I only have one son, but Easy was my son's godfather.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, during the time I met Bone Thugs and Harmony, I was all pregnant. We go eat seafood. I broke out with hives. And Busy was like, but Sylky. And I'm like, boy, I got a baby coming. You too young for me. But back to what it felt like. You know, it felt awesome. I was already group orientated because Eazy-E handpicked us 4 ladies. So I just feel like back in the day, the guys were quicker to work with females.
Okay.
Because Easy had Terry B, HWA, Menage a Trois. Pac was working with Sylky Fyne, Storm. Death Row had Gil Gotti, and, you know, they ended up getting Michelet back. And I just think the guys back in the 90s, they weren't afraid to work with women.
You think men right now are afraid to work with women in
Yeah,
hip hop?
definitely.
Really?
What Dae One did was something legendary. I've had people say, man, you ate Snoop Dogg up on Got Beef. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, but You left me on the album, which royalties, but you took me off the video back then. Nobody could see Walk Like Me. Like, why wouldn't you give that girl that spot like she's on, but business purposes, I guess, you know? But to me, I've been on some great creations. So whether I was removed after people died, it still doesn't stop history.
Right.
You still Google Sylky Fyne, you're going to get a discography. You're going to get all the work I've done. You're going to get that. So that's the difference with doing it for the love. And that's why I'm not a competitive rapper. I've never wanted to be the dopest, the hardest, the best.
Right.
Because what I do is freestyle. And that's the gift that God gave me.
Right.
Wow.
No, I love it. I love that, man. You could have a movie and just your life story. To be honest with you, and I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
Guap gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Guap City Productions.
Guap City in the building.
Guap
But
City.
what does it mean to be a woman in hip hop? You have been doing it for the West for so long. Like, man, speak about it.
Now
you teaching.
Yes,
Teaching.
That part. I just want to first address the fact all these pronouns, be who you are, but at the same time realize what you're trying to be is probably the most powerful thing that exists.
Yeah.
And that's a woman. Okay? Any tranny, any gay boy is being a black woman. So there is that womanhood of strength that I carry, and the strength of a black woman, the compassion of a black woman.
Right.
So for me to be pissed in certain ways, I still have to carry my queendom, my goddess-like nature in it. That's why,
with that grace.
Gangsta goddess. You gangsta your position, but keep your goddess-like integrity.
I love that.
So as a woman in hip hop, I try to achieve that. There needs to be a balance. All the sisters that are out there right now, hot, no doubt, but where's the balance? So I feel like I'm offering you that balance.
Right.
I'm offering you an option of different styles and vocabulary and thought process that you might identify with.
Right.
So give us the other women that we want to identify with, and I am choosing to be that woman. And when I teach or speak to women or women like, I make sure that they stand in that power. You're not going to get away with, without doing that in front of me, But at the same time, I feel like a mother. I don't have any children. So the people that I meet in hip hop, I mother.
I love that.
What I mean?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I try to give that to them. You're my embryo. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She's always been the mom of the
I've been spitting since you was in your daddy's sack, so there's nothing new you can say to me. You know what I'm saying? But if I dig into my queendom and my goddess-like nature, I'm going to find plenty to give you, and it's going to stay positive. And it's going to stay unique, and I'm not going to always preach to the choir. I'm going to go and get hood with it.
Yeah.
I too have worked with Pac.
Yes.
I've worked, and I realize that I bring a different demeanor when I work with brothers like that.
Yes.
They want to be on their best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like achieving that.
Yes.
Your best.
That's respect.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's them showing that respect.
Absolutely.
So how did you guys manage to really build, or actually just kind of not build, I want to say upkeep your name and your legacy through all this? Because hip hop goes through so many changes. And with the changes, you got to be as fluid, right?
Yeah, as you can.
So how do you keep that legacy and your name and that brand intact?
I think it's our fans, because regardless if we're getting played on the radio or not, we create fans. And when you have diehard fans, they're with you. Like, people be like, Sylky, you still, I love your makeup. It makes it look 20 years younger on camera. It doesn't have an age
I just
limit.
love Sylky because she's so
impersonations are-
honest.
yeah.
Tickles the shit out of me.
Real is rare, and that's why I'm not into the competition. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, because I feel like we are all together. We are a family. We are a team. So basically, it's just like KDAY kept me in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody from the West Coast does not have a record. that actually gets airplay from over 20 years.
Right.
So there's KDAY, there's out of town radio stations, and it's the people that always say, yo, Sylky, can you get on my podcast? Can I interview you? And I never turn down any interviews. I don't care if you're in your back garage in your mom's and pop studio. I just never.
Which is crazy because you've worked with the top of the top. We're talking about Eazy-E and Tupac.
Yeah. And that's why, like, the young girls that met me through the Diamond Collective, they're like, ooh, people be hating on you, Sylky, because you are beautiful. Your energy, your spirit. So we do have people who may be my age that rap just as long as me, but it's your movement to get those connections. So I love all my queens. I think I'm one of the West Coast female artists that have worked with every underground. All you got to do is say 8 bars. I'm going to get you in the studio.
Yes.
I'm going to motivate you. And not because I want to rap on every record. I really don't like rapping anymore, but I know I can freestyle and tear up any crowd. I'm like a host, an opener. I'm going to get you lit.
Yes.
Throw your hands in the air. Crush grooving. Body moving. But like I said, today the women have a lot of more support from different states.
I love that.
And I'm thinking, like, come on, like I told Too Short, when y'all do it, it's cool. But when we do it, it's a problem. Y'all, oh, Too Short, E40, come on now. You can't say that the females can't have a West Mount.
Mount Westmore.
Yeah,
Mount
you know,
Westmore,
because this is what the Diamond Collective is bringing. And for my big little brother to put together, like, we didn't know because, could you imagine 80 females in and out of the studio?
Right.
Me going through menopause, them going through PMSing, and, you know, it probably would have been a lot of catfighting.
Oh, my God.
That's why we love Sylky Fyne.
I'm just saying, everybody don't gravitate to realness, and I just want our coast, because not only through music, I'm always a community activist.
Yes, you are.
I go through many neighborhoods, red, blue, I don't care, and I try to mediate to the children. Everybody love my cooking, so when Auntie make 4 pans of enchiladas, I make sure, let me stop over here in the 30s. Let me go over here in the 20s to my B-dogs. Let me make it over here, and I take my kids that food, because I was blessed with 1 son. So it's like my heart is big. A lot of people, they take me the wrong way for just being real. And it's like, I don't know how to do the phony stuff. The eyelashes I can do, but just
everything
the
else
spirit,
you can't.
I can't, you know, little nails, but the spirit and the heart, I just can't be fake.
No, and I think that's what everybody actually does love about you is that you go in and like you move with everybody,
Grace.
and there's no apprehensive when it comes to you. And I've seen you, especially Daz's video. We did a video shoot, and you were there, and we shut down Whittier Boulevard.
Yeah.
Wow.
And everybody was running up to Sylky Fyne. First of all, hold on, let me back up.
Back up,
They
sis.
called the cops, and me and Sylky Fyne are running to the
Running
lowriders.
to the cars, like,
Yes, and we're running from the cops, and I'm like, this is crazy. I'm on Whittier Boulevard running from the Popo
Popo.
with Sylky Fyne right now.
Right.
This was
it
hilarious.
was legendary.
Yeah. It was like a moment.
So we're ready for movies now.
But I love
because-
it. But even though you ran in the car, people were trying to take off. Were running to the lowrider, was trying to get selfies with her.
Right.
And she was still doing selfies as you were driving
Like, wait,
up.
hold up, fucking
Yes.
police. Hey, here we go.
Yeah.
But it's
That's terrible.
definitely a family, and what I love about Cece is that, like, I'm really a fan of yours.
Oh, thank you.
Because you grabbed radio and you never gave up, and like from the bottom to still moving. And I do see you with your own station. No, don't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't want to. She's here forever, guys.
Yeah.
But no, there's such a motivation in this broadcasting world, and for a sister like you to really hold it down, to really love our communities, and the way you just go out and. I've never seen you on a bad day. I
No,
know
thank
we
you.
all have them, but your energy is so much inspiration.
No, thank you.
Right.
I appreciate
Right.
Like,
that.
I literally listen to the radio KDAY because
Yeah.
I got to hear Mamacita.
That
Yeah.
I got to get through
That
that
energy.
traffic.
Yeah,
I
right.
have to hear
That
that,
part. I
vibration.
You know,
love
that might be on Diamond Collective too, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it, sis. I'm
just
saying.
For real.
Medusa, you've been super intentional from, you know what I mean, underground. Your career has been a little more... I'm curious about your career. I'm actually intrigued by it because somehow you're mainstream, but you're underground at the same time. And I don't know how you've been able to pull that off.
Like how she underground and Rolling Stone at the same time.
Right.
Exactly. Like, that's crazy to me. How you're able to still, like, maintain that. I'm like, how does this woman do this?
You know, I believe in being all of the people in me. Okay, one. So I can dip into some underground. I can dip into some trap. I can dip into some raw boom bap. Because I love all music. I grew up with the funk and jazz and R&B, all of these many different styles. So how can I not address the many different styles or the different types of people that are in me? So I address that in all of the scenes. If I end up in a studio session and it's like some trap, I got some trap bars for you.
Yeah.
We gonna do that. You know what I mean? So I let all of me live. And I think that's what allows me to maneuver in the way that I do.
You're in, like, all these different worlds.
Yes, absolutely.
Crazy.
But that's LA. That's Cali, right?
That is Cali.
There are
Yeah.
so many different worlds that you have to attend to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It goes down. So that's why I think I stay, if they can want to call it relevant, you know. And I love what I do. I love it. I love to spit. I am still competitive. I'll come rock you. You know what I mean? We got a problem. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get it. But at the same time, you give to your community.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You give to hip hop. This is a culture, you know, and it is a give and give situation. So I make sure the cipher stays continuous instead of giving and taking. And then where's the next moment of giving?
Continuous.
Wow.
Do we see a Diamond Collective tour going on? Or
We do see it.
Hey,
We
man,
do
I
see
feel like
it.
I'm
We do
manifesting
see
right
it.
now.
We do see it.
Okay, so that's in
Got a
the
little
works?
profit in you over there.
And guess who's gonna host the whole Diamond Collective tour?
There it is.
I'm ready.
It's
And
done.
then we gonna borrow her, but
For
you
real.
that.
Yeah, we'll borrow her.
Dae One, let me ask you, now
Yeah.
that you have the Diamond Collective, you're able to get all these amazing women in the studio. Are the guys knocking at your door right now trying to
Man,
create something?
oh my God, I've gotten so many calls from the fellas like, so when you gonna do one for the homies? When you gonna do the homies? I said, man, y'all got enough.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Y'all got enough. Let me do volume 3 and 4 first.
No, I love that, and we definitely want a volume 2, 3, and 4 from the Diamond Collective. Really quick, before I let you guys go, this is KDAY's 40th. Medusa, I'll start with you. Do you remember the first 4 bars you ever spit?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
This is a good one right here.
I'm the emperor. No, my lyrics shadow box against the pad, preparing for the battle to come. Yours, flash on, receiving TKOs and sounding a little punch drunk. Well, yeah, that was my first little bars.
I love it.
That's
So
awesome.
you can find your first 4 bars you ever spit.
I think I kinda, cause I was rolling with Pac before Eazy-E, and I think I was like, try your luck, buck, buck, buck is the sound of my gat, rolling fat, silky on the map, where you bitches at? That was the first one.
Wow.
That actually, yeah.
Wow.
Before you guys leave, can I just get each of you just to look into the camera, and we'll start with you, Sylky Fyne, and just, yo, it's Sylky Fyne. I just want to wish KDAY a happy 40th birthday, whatever you want to say.
Hey, it's your homegirl, Sylky Fyne, Romeo and Juliet, and I have to wish KDAY the most happiest 40th anniversary. Thank y'all for keeping me alive.
Perfect. Medusa?
What's up, KDAY? Thank you for being in my life from day one. From 1580 AM to FM. You never lost your hip-hop stroke with me. Medusa the Gangsta Goddess loves you for that. Thank you, KDAY. Happy anniversary, baby.
Yes. Dae One, can we get one for you really quick?
sure.
Just KDAY, happy 40th, and whatever you want to say.
KDAY, what up? It's your boy Dae One, man. I just want to wish you a happy 40th. Thank you for everything that you've given us in this world of hip hop and music and entertainment. We love you for that. Happy 40th.